All right, all right. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go again. Oh, all right, all right. LDWMMAC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. And guys, I have Miss Karina Rodriguez here, fresh off her victory versus Deanna Bennett. Back on June 7th. Okay, Karina, it is what's today? Monday. Karina, how you doing this Monday?
I'm fine. I'm in Puebla right now with where I'm come from, and I'm enjoying to be here with my family and friends. And I'm just happy because I came back with the victory. So I'm
So,
happy.
what were your feelings like when the judges were calling out the scores? Like what was going on inside you when they was calling out those scores, and then your name got called?
Well, I in my mind I was sure that I won that fight. But we never know with the judges what they see and what they can give more importance. So yes, I was a little bit anxious about what they're going to say, but I was pretty sure that this time I'm it was more clear that I won the fight than the first time.
Okay, I thought you won the fight, and and as I was telling you, and I just kind of thought that I don't know, I thought that Deanna thought that she won the fight, but I felt like that she didn't do anything with the clinch position that she kept pushing against the cage. I didn't feel like she did anything with it. I felt like she just kind of held you against the cage. I mean, what are your thoughts about that? The whole thing that she felt as if she won the fight, and so on.
Well, I don't think why she thinks that she can win fights in that way. I Not just with me, I with other girls, and I don't know. Maybe with I saw the fight of Bennett with Maverick, and when she take her down, she control her and she makes some ground and pound. She really capitalized her takedowns. But with me, she never do that. Never. She don't even land me a punch when I'm in the floor because she can't put my back on the ground. She just take me down and I step up immediately. So she never capitalized her takedowns and never run and pound me, never control me, never try to submit anything. So that's it's just it's just a big hug. I call her like a strong hug. That's what she does to me on the fight. So I don't think that make you want to fight. I think I punch her more. I connect her more with my punches, with my kicks. I and when she also and on the third round when she felt that kick to the liver, she was. I know she felt that. She was a little bit out of air, and immediately she hugged me after that kick because she was hurt. And uh, after that, she just squeezed me really, really, really hard, and that was all her attack to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and you had some really, really good leg kicks that really, caused Deanna to make adjustments. Because she didn't like the leg kicks, and I saw you invested early in the legs. Now was this a game plan that you and your team had, prior to this fight? Like, did y'all see something there?
Yes, we that was my plan to kick her more and down the down the hips on the legs below hips, more on the legs because she is very good catching middle the middle kicks. So the strategy was to kick her on the legs, and and yes, that was the strategy. I think it works. And then when I have the opportunity to switch that leg because she is waiting the low kick, so I switch that leg to the liver.
Yeah, she hated the leg kicks and she hated those body kicks. And in the first fight, I didn't really see you do a lot of those type kicks, but this time you were prepared for the constant takedown attempts. You were prepared for that. And also too, I thought your recovery time was very fast. Like when she took you down, you immediately you got back up. there's an art form to doing that. Could you explain to the casual fan, how does a person, how do you get back up? Like, what technique do you use to get back up? When you're taken down, and then you're able to just drive back up.
Well, you always have to maintain your back on the cage. You don't have to let her put your back on the ground. That's the first rule. You have to maintain your sit down. Never the back on the ground. And then you have to start. If you have the cage back, you can use the cage to step up. It's easiest to step up with the cage back behind you. So and then you have to control, make a wizard, control one arm, and le- get free one leg.
Okay.
And if you can free one leg, you are out. When I free one leg, I'm immediately up. That's the first thing. And don't give your back too much because she can take it. So you have to step up and immediately go put your back against the cage.
Yeah, because in the first fight, she kind of held you down, but in this fight, like, she was really shocked that you were able to get back up, and recover, get back to your feet so quickly, and then you kept her from doing any damage to you. Like, there's a complete art form to that. Like, how were you able to keep her from actually doing any damage to you while she tried to pin you against the cage for long periods of time?
Well, that was very uncomfortable position because she has a good control. She's very strong, and she has a good control, like pushing you to the cage. That's something that she does really good. But then she doesn't do anything. That's the word. The That's the mistake that she makes. Maybe no, that she doesn't really works more than that because yes, she can push you to the cage, but that's it. And it's very uncomfortable because she put the shoulder on your stomach or diaphragm, and it's a little bit hard to breathe. But it's just that. That's the big damage.
Well, Karina, you handled the position well, and I also saw you doing a lot of elbows to create separation. Yeah, you were doing some things different, in this fight, and it was almost like you guys were very, very prepared for this fight. Did you have to do a lot of grappling for this particular camp, more so than striking?
More than grappling, a lot of takedown defense, and a lot of working on the cage because I knew that she's gonna do the same thing that she does on the first fight.
Wow.
So, well, we always do grappling, but we focus more on the takedown defense and to on the footwork, and that she can't make the takedown easy. This always be moving because she can get in.
Yeah, she can't get in
She
that
can't
easy.
get in that easy. So a lot of footwork, a lot of movement, a lot of angles, and a lot of takedown defense,
Wow.
and obviously a lot of escapes from bad positions. That's too.
Wow. You guys need to pay her for this information. Come on, this is golden information, guys. Oh, now I'm looking down because you're actually on a live stream like we did before, and of course you're gonna have new fans and people are gonna ask questions. One question right now in the comment thread is from Rugby Queen, and she asked you. She said, "Oh, okay, good question. When and how did you get into mixed martial arts?"
When like 7 years, almost 7 years ago, I started MMA, like MMA,
Previously.
because previously I did kickboxing and jiu-jitsu and boxing, but separate. And
Okay.
MMA I was like 7 years ago.
So you were a boxer. So that means you know current boxers right now. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you told me because I got some boxers on my quiz that I'm gonna give you at the end of this interview. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I think you better. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love boxing. That's like I love that's the what I like to do more, the boxing class.
Okay, okay. Well, no worries, no worries. Now, okay, I got a lot of boxes, and I think you can identify them all. Okay,
Mhm.
um, you finally, you've got back, and you're gonna get a title shot versus Vanessa Porto. Okay, you got that title shot coming. You had some ups and downs along the way. I mean, you just had a huge win over Deanna Bennett. Okay, you beat Milana Dudieva, and now you're fighting for a title. Okay, what do you see in your opponent that she does well?
She does a lot of things well. I really admire Vanessa Porto, because I know she's a veteran on this sport, and I used to watch her on the TV before I fight for Invicta, because I just fight on Mexico and in national leagues, and I used to saw her on the TV, and I know she's a very experienced fighter, and she's very strong. She has good kicks, very good and strong kicks. She's strong on the clinch because she's very aggressive, and when she go to the clinch or get out of the clinch, he does with punches or elbows. So she's a dangerous fighter. But I'm very excited to fight with her, to fight against her, because I don't know. I think it's gonna be a very excited fight. I know I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna give everything to beat her, and she's gonna do that too. So it's gonna be a very great fight. I know, I can feel it.
I think that's going to be a phenomenal fight. And I've noticed too that your takedown defense versus Bennett, your takedown defense when you guys fought the first time, it's leaps and bounds. It was already pretty decent then, but it's almost like you have it, down to a perfection now. Do you think that now this new skill set that you've acquired with takedown defense, do you believe in your mind that you have the strength to actually keep Vanessa Porto from taking you down?
Yes, I believe that. I think I have the strength to keep the fight up, but I also ready to go to the ground. I'm not. Maybe people think that I don't want to go to the ground, but I well, that maybe I'm afraid, or I don't train a lot of jiu-jitsu or grappling. But no, I just like the punches. I love the stand-up fights, so that's what I always try to keep the fight there, because it's for me it's more exciting also for the fans, and I love that kind of fights. But I'm not afraid of going to the ground, and if the fight goes there, I'm ready.
So in your mind, you believe that your ground game is very, very underrated.
Maybe because I didn't use it very much, and the fans didn't see me. No me han visto. They haven't seen me like on my performance, so I understand that they think that I'm not good on the ground, but I guess I'm pretty good, and I want to show it.
Okay.
I also want to maintain the fight on arriba, como es? On my feet, because I like it more. I enjoy it more.
Yeah, when people stand with you, they tend to get beat up. You were throwing a nice that right hand. That right hand, you kept bouncing it off the of Karina. I mean, not Karina, your Karina. You kept bouncing it off Deanna's head, man. That right hand, and then you would set it up with a nice jab and come back. Like, did you guys know in camp that she would be susceptible to those strikes?
Uh yes, yes. Well, uh, in the first fight, she when I start connecting her, she's always like ducking and make the body lock, so she doesn't like to exchange to exchange with me, with me a long period. It's like just like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then she's ducking to make the body lock. So we I knew that she doesn't want to box a lot, like in the pocket. She doesn't want to make that exchange. But I what I thought too is like in the first round she was like more into boxing. And she does some pretty good job too. I felt her better than the first fight because she was more she was training, and she in the first fight she didn't do that, and she maintained that on the first round. So that was pretty cool. That wasn't power golpes de poder, powerful shots, but it was great to exchange with her.
It was a good fight. I almost enjoyed this fight as much as I enjoyed the Barbara Coley fight. Like I did. You guys put on a good show, but it really showcased a lot of the skill set that you've been working on. That now you're starting to. I mean, would you agree that maybe you're starting to come into the peak part of your career, like your prime? Where you're actually now skill sets that you didn't use readily available back then. Now you've literally perfected those skill sets now.
Um, I think I'm better. I'm better every camp, but I don't think I am on my best yet. I think I'm going to train to start my camp in a week, so it's gonna be a long camp, maybe 3 months. I don't know where's the when is gonna be the fight, but I'm gonna start in a week, so I think it's gonna be a very long camp and with a lot of time to be better in every area. To improve a lot of improvements.
Okay. All right. And I want to ask in this particular fight camp, are you gonna to combat the size of Porto? Are you guys gonna implement like more weight training, more weightlifting, or are you guys gonna just stick to the same formula that's gotten you this success right now?
No, definitely we're going to focus also on the eh? strength training. Yes, because she's a very strong fighter. So we want to be ready for everything. And yes, we're gonna do a lot of weights. I think.
Okay. I mean, look like you excited about it anyway. Because most
Yes,
athletes, when they say they got to do weights, they kind of frown. But nah, you sitting right
I
here like, yeah,
know.
let's go.
I love the. It's one of my favorite trainings. Physical, the physical, and not just the techniques. I love when we have to work gym, your gymnastics. I love it so. And when it's a lot of weight, I like it. I like it.
Okay, okay. So I mean, but you're strong in your own right, though. I just want you to know that you're strong too. You're very strong, and you know what? Honestly, when when I saw you fight a Coley, I didn't know that you were that strong, and I'm like, man, I was telling him, and I bet on these fights, and I shouldn't do this. I bet on these fights, and when you fought Barbara Coley, I said, now listen, this
Ah,
Rodriguez woman, she's gonna beat this Coley woman. Well, no, my friend was going, Barbara, she's much bigger. I said, size don't matter. It's skill set. It's skill. And I said, I'll bet you $25 that Karina Rodriguez beats Barbara Coley. Yeah, thanks to you, I got my $25. Thanks to you.
yeah,
I bet on
that's
every
great.
single fight. I've lost a
Yeah,
few, but you have never, every time I bet on you, you win. I mean, you've won every single time. So, you're strong. You're very strong, and you hit hard. You hit hard. Nobody's walking through your punches. They don't want to stand with you. I mean,
no,
so I mean, wow. So all of this, everything's happening to you so fast. Um, do you ever think about the future? Like when you get the Invicta title, how many times are you gonna defend the Invicta title? And the UFC, whenever you guys become champions in Invicta, the UFC knocks on the door. Like, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, everybody wants to fight on UFC, even they if they don't say that. Everybody wants to. I think I also want to fight. It's not a goal. Like if I don't fight there, I die. But if can fight in the UFC, it's like I want to do that. So I know that winning this belt is going to put me on her radar
On the radar.
on
Yeah.
the radar. So
You doing
yes, I want.
you
I
you
want.
you are doing well. You're hey, since I last talked to you, your English is like 1,000 times better. And then you got Vinny over there helping you. And shout out to Vinny. You know, Vinny is helping her translate. And the guy don't get enough credit. And I definitely, I was hoping he was around. And yes, he is. He's right there. So yeah, shout out to Vinny who's helping her translate. So man, I appreciate you, sir. Really do. Okay,
Yes.
you got some questions now. See, you got your new fans now. See, got a lot of new fans. Um,
This is
you,
why.
huh? Yeah, this live.
I didn't know that.
This is
I just
live.
realized that.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking down and glancing because people are asking
Oh,
questions. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Hey,
cool.
they get to meet you live, Karina Rodriguez, because fans want to ask questions too. Oh, she dancing, she dancing. Come on, okay, Karina, way to go. So General Africa, he said, what else? What sets you apart? Okay, what sets you apart as a fighter, martial artist? And I'm thinking maybe what sets you apart from everybody else?
Well, I think every fighter say that they are unique, but yes, we are. I think Mexican fighters, we are recognized because we have a lot of heart. We always give everything in the fights, and we're always pushing. It doesn't matter if we are winning or losing a fight. We keep fighting till the end, and I am that way. I'm in every fight. I always try to give my best and always try to win a fight. So that's maybe what makes me different. That they can say most of the time I think I'm the underdog on the card. I think because I never saw that, but people told me, "Ah, you were the underdog," and I went, "Ah, okay." And I don't care. I feel comfortable with that because it's more special when I win, when I won, and they look so more surprised sometimes. But I like to be that person that maybe when they put me more experienced fighters and all things that I'm not gonna do well with them, and I show up and prove them wrong. That's very satisfying for me.
Yeah, it's satisfying for me too, being a fan and watching you do this. See, it's satisfying for me too. Because I'm gonna tell you, the first fight that I thought I saw you fight, the first fight that I ever saw you fight, I saw you fought somebody named Anelli Garcia, and you won that fight. And then I saw you fight Alexa Grasso. You fought a hard fight. You fought a hard fought fight. And then next thing you just went on like what? I mean, like a 5-2 win streak. Like it's just crazy. You won like five out of your last 7. And every single fight, I noticed you get better and better and better. I mean, you do, and I noticed that. Who who are your main who are your training partners that give you the best work? Let's say like for this when you fought Deanna Bennett. Okay, who who's been helping prepare you? Like who's been beating you up in practice?
Uh, well, we have a lot of partners on Lobo Gym. The boys always helping us, and we can do more things with them because we can punch them harder, and we can do a lot of things than maybe we can do with another woman because sometimes we can hurt each other a lot because it's almost like a real fight when we make sparring.
Yeah,
So with the boys, to work more aggressive is more easy because it's not like we can do more with them, and they take care of us. So I work with I have a partner that is a wrestler, and she grew up in United States. His name is Carlos, and he's been wrestling for since he was a boy.
Mm.
So he gave me a lot of tips and a lot of
advice how.
advice of what to do against a wrestler like Deanna. And also we have another partner. Is a Brazilian black belt jiu-jitsu that his name is Alessandro Costa. He also knows a lot about wrestling and grappling, and he's smaller, so he can push. He helped me more with Dudieva, but he also be here with when I was training with when I was training for Bennett, and he also gave me a lot of tips, and he was like pushing me all the time against the cage. And another partner, Hugo Flores. Well, we have a lot of partners that make a lot of. They have to make a lot of pressure when we were sparring. That that was her the la indicación principal.
That was the first indication, the first warning.
No, lo principal que tenían que hacer conmigo.
Yeah, that was their main task.
Their main task when my coach told them that they have to sparring with me is just keep the pressure all the time. You have to pressure her against the cage, and you have to be like all the time. She has to be me. She has to be guessing if you're going to take down or not for her to be ready. I don't know if I'm clear because
No, no, it's no, no. I understand what you're saying. Trust me.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand completely what you're saying. Yes, ma'am. I promise you.
Okay. And that's it. They help us with.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome. Man, that's awesome. Okay, so you got a new. I think this. I think Ruby Queen. I think you're probably her new favorite fighter now because she's got another question. She wants to know, um, in the UFC right now, who's your favorite fighter?
Hmm. I don't know. I don't have a favorite fighter because I like some of them how they some of their fighting abilities, but sometimes I don't like what they say or how they act because we are all very people. So sometimes we do the correct thing and sometimes we don't. So I don't like to marry with a fighter like he's my favorite or she's my favorite every time. I don't care what she said or what she does or because we all do wrong things and good things. So speaking just about technical, uh, about fighting skills, like um, obviously I like Joanna's style. I like Rose. Rose Namajunas look was great on her last fight. Even she lost, but the skill that she was showing us on the first round was impressive. She was very very good.
Yeah.
Um, I like this Brazilian judoka. What's her name?
Well, Mackenzie Dern.
On bantamweight.
Oh, bantamweight.
No,
Oh,
on bantamweight.
okay.
It's Brazilian.
Caitlin Vieira.
Yes, I really like her style and her takedowns. Maybe because I don't have that that takedowns and that ability because and she does it so she is lo hace ver tan fácil.
It makes it look easy.
Yeah,
She makes it look easy.
she makes looks easy because she makes it so perfect. Her takedowns, I Valentina Shevchenko, it's amazing fighter,
You a fan of the
amazing.
Bullet? Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Get
Yeah.
it under the bullet.
Yes, she's very very great fighter.
Man.
The voice,
Yeah.
I like Johnny Walker because I like his personality too. He's very funny fighter and he's very skilled fighter. it's great to watch him fight.
Oh,
And who else?
that's great.
Cain Velasquez. Oh, he's not fighting anymore, but I used to be a big fan of and I'm still a fan of Cain Velasquez because he was really a killer on the cage and a heavyweight out of for
Out of series, yeah.
out of series. You know, he was a very strong, fast, and durable heavyweight.
Yeah, he
So
was he was durable. That boy could take a beating, couldn't he? Good grief, he can take a beating, man. But he was
yeah.
tough. He was so tough. Okay, you have a new fan. You have a new fan. Her name is Miss Tay Tay Brown. And I know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna let her answer it because it's her interview. Okay. All right. She says,
Okay.
"What is your favorite style of fighting? Striking or grappling?" This is easy.
It's striking, definitely. I love to punch people. I
See,
like.
see, Tay Tay, she loves it. She loves to punch people. Okay, she loves it. All right. Now, George, she answered this question, but since she just got on the screen, I'm gonna ask her. He said, "Hey, would you go to the UFC if the UFC called?" Mr. George Page asked the question.
Yes, of course,
See, George,
of
easy
course.
question. Y'all come again. Look, look, we got the number one flyweight contender right here on the screen. Okay, I'm not gonna keep him much longer. Y'all better ask her some good questions. Ask her some questions because this woman is full of knowledge. But I got a question. I got a question to ask you though, definitely. Okay, so let's talk striking. Okay, because that's your favorite. Let's talk that. How do I set up an overhand right? How do I say if I'm an orthodox fighter? How do I set up an effective overhand right?
Well, I think that a punch is effective when you do a lot of feints. You can just go straight to the punch and more with an overhand because you can announce it too much, and the other fighter is easy to move. So you have to make some feints with your left hand and like the jab, and maybe change your levels because um, you have to move a little bit to your if you're
Orthodox.
no como diestro
Southpaw.
Orthodox.
orthodox, you have to move to your
Like
left and a little bit and lower your level a little bit so you maybe the other fighter thought that you're going to take
going for a takedown.
going for a takedown, so that's the point that the other fighter thinks that you're going to do something completely different of what you're trying to do. So feint with your jab and do a lot of change your
Level
levels,
change.
level changing, and then
Go for the overhand.
you go for the overhand, the overhead, the overhead hand.
Mm-hmm.
You see, folks.
I think that's the better way. But because if you go straight to the other hand, she or he is going to notice very easy.
They're gonna see it coming. You see,
Yes.
folks. You guys, take your checkbook out for that one, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna charge you and give it straight to her because you come on, come on. This is great. This is great stuff. I mean, she dropping like golden nuggets. Okay, right here. Okay. Well, I don't see any more questions, so I want to give you a little. I want to give you a small quiz. Now, listen. Now, this is not a quiz where I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm not gonna laugh or none of that stuff because, you know, I mean, hey, you one of my favorite fighters. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the questions, and I may even give you a keyword. Try to help you out here. But it's gonna be fun. Okay. Oh man, I can't wait. Okay, here we go. Okay, since you said that you are a boxer, okay, you were a boxer. Who did Clarissa Shields beat to become the undisputed champion of the world?
I know that. Fuck. I know that because I saw that.
uh,
Wait. Was the Lady Hammer?
yes, Christina Lady Hammer. Wow. It took you a long time. You should be ashamed of yourself for taking that long to answer that
No,
question.
because I remember the nickname, but I was trying to remember the name. That was like Lady Hammer. I was trying to remember the name.
Hey, that's good. But you got it. You got it. See, there's no fooling you. Karina Rodriguez is one of the smartest fighters in the game, in and out of the octagon. I know this. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Name a strawweight in the UFC that has your last name.
Marina Rodriguez.
Exactly right, man. So now, have you ever seen her fight? Because she's a striker too.
Yes, she's a very good striker. I
O-
saw her last fight because she was going to fight with Alexa, one of my teammates, but the fight uh,
Fell.
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 But we saw her fight with Jessica Aguilar. She looks very good.
Okay. All right. Jessica Aguilar. Oh, Jag. Yeah. Yeah. She's been around for a long time.
Yes, a long time.
Yeah. Shout out to Jessica Aguilar. Okay. Now, technical question about Karina Rodriguez. How long did it take you to knock out Barbara Coley?
230.
240? No.
Nope. Incorrect. Gosh, I thought you would get this one. No. Okay.
Oh no! How much?
It's two. Yeah, it's two something. It's the number that it comes right after 13.
214?
Right. Excellent. Good job. 214. Man, you doing this
Well, I
big.
say 240. Maybe you understand that. It was.
Oh, okay. So you said 214. I thought you said 240. There you go. Man, she
But there
lying.
was a 4 there. That's good. It was
Okay.
close.
Okay. Let's go back to boxing.
Yeah.
Okay. The WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. Who did he knock out in the first round of his last
Wilder.
fight?
I'm sorry again. I didn't hear you.
The WBC heavyweight champion of the world Deontay Wilder. Who did he knock out in the first round of his last fight? Name that fighter.
I didn't
Start.
saw that fight.
Okay. All right.
Ask me about Andy Ruiz. You.
Okay. I got it. Let me ask you about him. Okay. Andy Ruiz Jr. likes to eat what popular candy?
Snicker.
Oh, you such a good sport, man. I love this. I love this. This is great. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I don't I don't have any more questions. I kind of had to be creative with the Andy Ruiz question. So, but guys, oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on now. This lady. Now y'all got some good questions. Are you serious? Okay. All right. There are two more, guys. These are the last two questions, and I gotta release this lady because she's really giving up part of her day. She tired, about to go back into training. Okay, Evelyn Barrios. She says, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? She answered that question. She answered that question. She said for 7 years. Okay, and I don't want her to go back through it. She's already answered it. So there you go, Evelyn. Gotcha. Okay, Rugby Queen. Man, you got a fan in Rugby Queen. Okay, all right. She says, what other sports besides MMA do you like?
Boxing, obviously.
Yep.
CrossFit.
Okay, CrossFit.
Um, and that's it, I guess. I
Oh,
like to watch tennis
really?
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I like to watch tennis.
Now, have you and Vinny ever went out there and played tennis?
No, he used to play when he was younger, but I never. I'm very bad.
Yeah,
But
I'd see. Vinny looks like a very athletic guy. I could see you and Vinny out on a tennis court hitting the balls back and forth. I could picture that. I could.
I can't. I'm the typical girl like swing and the ball
Strike.
strikes.
Wow,
That
amazing.
girl. I'm pretty. I think it's the only sport in which I suck. The only one.
Okay, okay.
I
Well,
can I can I can be a decent player of football, basketball, volleyball, but tennis, no,
wow,
nothing.
wow. So something that Karina Rodriguez can't do. Wow.
I love the lifting also, weight.
Yeah, you said you like weights. You said you like
Yeah.
weights. Now, I do gotta ask you about the gym, and then that's it. Um, you know, Lobo MMA. They've been doing some good work. And they've been criticized a few times, but what is your relationship and the feeling with Lobo MMA, the gym itself?
Mi relación con Lobo.
¿Cómo sientes tu relación con Lobo Gym?
I love Lobo Gym because I felt that is a Karina before Lobo Gym and after, because I think they really work on my skills and make me a better fighter. It's a very technical gym. They focus a lot on the that you make the things right, in the correct form with the right technique. They are very technical fighters, so the coach is very technical, and he's very worried about that. So he totally make me a better fighter, and the teammates always also because there's a very um, there is very strong and woman there. ¿Cómo se dice?
¿Qué quieres decir?
Como que son muy talentosas.
O sea, hay mucha mujer talentosa.
Ajá.
There's a lot of talented and strong
There's
women.
there's a lot of talented and strong women on Lobo Gym. So they are a huge inspiration, and also they push me to work hard because we have to be on the same level. We have to represent the gym, and also Mexico. We have to represent our country. So we want that everybody be proud of us and our work. So we work really hard on that, and that's what Lobo Gym. I think the most important thing for them is not just winning or losing, but do a great performance and a technical performance. That's the most important thing for our coach.
Well, Lobo Gym, they've done a magnificent job, and they've definitely helped you. I mean, they've definitely matured your style, and you are, I mean, like you looking like a million times better. You already looked great back then, but it's like now, now you're like a complete fighter. Like you really are a complete fighter. So I can't wait. I can't wait for this fight versus Vanessa Porto. Now what would you say to anybody that doubts you versus Porto?
Well, I just invite them to watch the fight, because it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one and very excited fight. So don't lose it. I'm gonna train really really hard, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make her work hard for this, and I'm gonna work hard for this.
Wow, man, that's number one with a bullet. Okay, coming from Karina Rodriguez. Karina, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your Monday. I know. Listen, I appreciate it. Thank you for dealing with all my technical errors and my leaving work. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you for translating. You guys are great people. Um, anybody else you want to give a shout out to before I say it's a wrap?
No, thank you for all the support, and always be like atento a mis peleas.
Watching my fights.
For always watching my fights and give me your advice and give me all your opinions about my fights. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate that you like to interview me, and you're a great person, and thank you very much.
God bless you. Well, look, after you said that about me, I'm finna go conquer the world. I'm gonna get off here and I'm finna conquer the world. God dog it, man. But it's 10 o'clock though, so I can just go and do some push-ups and sit-ups like I always do. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go do it. Vinny, thank you again, Vinny. You're an
No
awesome
problem.
guy. Karina, you're an awesome fighter, awesome person. Um, yeah, definitely, guys. Well, guys, this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison, guys, and I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Uh, go follow Karina Rodriguez. All of her information is up on the screen. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Go follow Karina. Keep up. See, what she's doing. She shows a lot of things that she is doing. And yeah, there it is, guys. I'm done. And people don't can't okay, people they give me a lot of love in the comment thread. They love you, Karina. We all love you. Yes.
Thank you. I love you, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Okay, and let me